What's your golden number? I find this to be very inspiring. That was the title of the subject of an email. That was the subject of an email that I saw this morning. I didn't even need to open the email because I knew, hey, wow, let's talk about that. Let's focus on that. Let's create our golden number. So this is all inference, or this is that golden number, or what's your golden number? That question, inspiring an important teaching from God, let's call it that, or from me, either way, however you want to see it. So the golden number. Let's start with what is your root number. In other words, when's the last time you reviewed your finances? So your root number is the amount of expenses you have every month, your outputs, and your total number of inputs, the total amount of money you make. And if you have an imbalance there, if you spend more than you make, then what are you doing to offset that imbalance? And how are you doing that is the key question. So then you get your numbers to match, and after that's in process, then you work on your golden number, which is the amount of money you need to make for your freedom, for the life that you desire, for your greatest success, happiness, joy, fulfillment, peace, prosperity, well-being. How much money do you need to support the life you desire and deserve and need, as how you are serving the world? So this is where you start painting. You can have an intermediary golden number as well, and I recommend we first focus on creating that. So, in other words, like that new car that you might want. Maybe you need a bigger house for your growing family. What are these things going to cost? What will be the mortgage on that house or the payment on that car? How much are you going to invest each month? So this is you creating, if you could wave a wand and have everything you wanted, what would you have? What would that cost? How much money do you need each month coming in to be able to afford that lifestyle? And then how do you create that level of income or revenue in your business? So then you think resourcefully, like for example, I can become a coach, you might say, and I can take 10 people and charge them $1,500 a month and give them 40-minute calls 3 times a month for that $1,500 fee, and then I'm making $15,000 a month. And that would add to or offset, that would be a supplement to maybe your day job, and then maybe that's more money than your day job pays if you don't work for yourself already. So then the focus is on, so let's say that, like if your intermediary golden number is $12,000 a month, then you would be making more than that with just that $15,000 a month. This is all just examples, right? To show you the principle, how it works. And then, so your focus is on, then everything is focused around that, hitting that intermediary golden number target, your destination. So then your focus, so then what does that mean? Your focus becomes, okay, how can I attract those 10 people paying me $1,500 a month? You see how this is just logical and reasonable and all. It just flows. One, by you defining what that number is, and then that one idea to get there, like becoming a coach, for example, or coaching 10 people, then what's the next step is, how do I become attractive to those 10 people? How can do I have the knowledge I need already to be that coach? I do. I've been doing that since 1998, coaching at the master's level. Maybe you would need to develop your own coaching curriculum or become certified or trained at least in someone else's coaching curriculum, or you have your expertise related to your career. Like I was a journalist for 10 years. And then I was doing marketing since 1996, marketing consultant. And so marketing is a natural thing where I could even consult for businesses for, I don't think $1,500 would be cheap enough. That would be too inexpensive, unless they're only getting 3 hours of coaching or something. Anyway, you can, offset these numbers by the level of skills that you bring to the client. And so then you focus on, okay, who are the people who will be interested in this service? Who are these 10 people? Where can I reach them? What is their biggest pain point, their deepest need or desire? And then how am I able to serve them first? What do I need to have in place for this? Like a way to get them to subscribe, for them to give you permission to contact them by email, maybe a web page, a way to take money. If you don't have these all in place, you can use PayPal or Stripe. Stripe is regarded as being a little more honest or honorable. And so you get your way of taking payments and recurring payments. So maybe you need a shopping cart system. So then you might have a webinar. The 10 most important ways for you to thrive this year in your own business. If you do marketing consulting, might be your way of reaching people, or how to make the rest of this year your greatest year ever as a solo entrepreneur. And you can give them teaching, and at the end you just say, this is a lot of work. If you want me to help you with this, I'd love to walk you through this. I have room for 2 people in my coaching program. It's normally $3,000 a month, and yet because you were patient enough and did this whole call with me, I'm offering it to you today only for $1,500 a month. I'm just giving you an example of how this works. You have to apply to join, so let me know what your interests are. Just send me an email, dan@danclatt.com, and let me know what your needs are and how motivated you are to do the work required to reach your intermediary golden number and what your numbers are so that I can know how much work we have to do, how long it'll take for us to get there together. And that could be your call to action. Or you just lead them to your website that just summarizes your offer, how you serve people, what the outcome is that they can expect, what would be their inputs, how much work would that take. So you just explain it in a quick bullet point form, and then you give them the payment number, the payment button, if you want to take the payments directly. So that's one way to do it. Or what are the other ways you can do that to get your intermediary golden number, or to stop the bleeding if you're not yet making your core number? If you're spending more money than you're making, then how can you bring in money now? For example, if you have extra bedrooms in your house, could you rent them out for easy money? Or do you have stuff that you can sell, like that old one man's junk is another man's treasure idea? Or can you go to work and mow some lawns, or pull some weeds, or walk some dogs? Or maybe you like to bake your favorite dish, and maybe others love that. In other words, you can just roll up your sleeves and get to work. So then do the numbers that way. If you want to supplement that, or doing the work you already do, just do more of that. Do it on the side privately. Or maybe you have an area of expertise and you can mentor people or help them, like students, get better at that skill. Like my dad was a math professor, so he could help people who are struggling with math in high school if he wanted to, like a tutor. Or you could even do that internationally. I haven't looked into those, but I've known people who, like, they might teach English to people who are Chinese or Japanese or foreign. And there's ways of doing that online. I don't know how credible or reputable any of them are. I haven't done that myself, but I think it would be interesting to do that. So do your numbers, do your homework, and put it into action. Or let me know and I will work with you. I will hold you accountable. I have something called completion coaching. It used to be at completioncoaching.com, and then I hired a guy to help me get rid of some hackers, and he basically like deleted my whole empire, except for maybe 2 pages or something. I think I have to reactivate that domain, except I thought the offer was actually too inexpensive there at completioncoaching.com. I don't think it's up there as I'm recording this. Anyway, if you're interested, let me know and I can work with you or talk with you about that. That would be where we would get together for 10 to 15 minute calls 20 times a month. So it would be a lot of my personal time. And that's why I don't really want to offer that right now. And yet, there's other options I could mention to you. And anyway, so it would just be focusing on keeping you accountable for the actions that are important for you to take. And it's also a mindset, like you would, anyway, that's pretty detailed, but I can help if you're interested. So, take action, make it happen, create that. You've got that power within you to hit your golden number, not just your intermediary golden number. And here's how. I mean, this is how you get there, by following these steps in this video. How much was this worth to you? Will you just reply to me at dan@danclatt.com and share what actions you have taken, how much this video will be worth to you, what your life will be like once you've hit your golden number, how important that is to you, and how committed you are to achieving that. dan@danclatt.com. Oh, and I can actually help tremendously by giving you Think and Grow Rich Miracles coaching. That's a gift that's free at thinkandgrowrichmiracles.com. Thank you very much.